Okay, students, today we're going to be talking about dividing fractions. So our I can statement is I can apply my knowledge of dividing fractions. So today we're not just going to divide fractions, we're going to apply that knowledge in real world situations. So let's talk about what this table is and what it represents. The table represents the distances from Nashida's vacation house to the various shops in town. So from her home, which pretend is located here, to Sam's surfboards is 3/4 of a mile. Mick's Riverside Tours is 3/8 of a mile. Pete's parasailing is 3/5 of a mile. And then the beachside clothiers is 2/7 of a mile from her house to these locations. So looking at the very first problem, Nashida walks to Sam's surfboards. As she walks, she stops every 1/4 mile to take a sip from her water bottle. How many times does she stop? Well, how far is Sam's surfboards? It's 3/4 of a mile. So she walks 3/4 of a mile and she stops every 1/4 mile. So 3/4 divided by 1/4. Well, remember that step 1 is, of course, to write it out. Step 2 is then to rewrite the first fraction, but multiply by the reciprocal of 1/4, which is the flipped fraction. So 3/4 times 4/1. All I did was flip this fraction right here. And then you simply multiply your top numbers and your bottom numbers, and you get 12/4. It's improper, and I want you to change it to mixed, or in this case, you have a whole number answer. So 12 divided by 4 is 3. So how many times does she stop? 3 times. So she walks 3/4 of a mile. She stops every 1/4 mile. So she stops 3 times as she walks from her house to Sam's surfboards. Okay, let's look at number 2. On Tuesday, Nashida walks to Pete's parasailing. She feels a breeze every 1/10 of a mile. How many times does she feel a breeze? Okay, well, let's see how far Pete's parasailing is from her home. So it is 3/5 of a mile. So she walks 3/5 of a mile, and she feels a breeze every 1/10 of a mile. How many times does she feel that breeze? Okay, step 1, we wrote the fraction, or the problem, I'm sorry. Rewrite the first fraction, multiply by the reciprocal of 1/10, which is 10/1. Then you simply multiply your top numbers, multiply your bottom numbers. 3 times 10 is 30, 5 times 1 is 5. Again, we divide. 30 divided by 5 is 6. So how many times does she feel a breeze as she's walking to Pete's parasailing? She feels a breeze 10, oh, I'm sorry, not 10, 6 times. All right, I want you guys to do problems 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 located on the other side on your worksheet. Okay, guys, good luck. You'll check it at the end and you'll check for accuracy.